That's no moon. It's a space station.
Hello and welcome to the Brick Freak. Today with review of Mould King's Death Planet, a mock of Death Star 1 and 2 from LEGO. Model number is 21034. We have 7,000 Germans and a TH. 7,000. 7K on pieces, exactly 7K and 8. Yes. Okay. There are two links in the video description, one where you can buy the set and the other goes to the original mock from Big Judge on Rebrickable. Okay, because this is a stolen mock, Mould King Lei. Mostly steal their mock. Okay, here we have it. 19 building steps, and I was 60%, then it crashed, and I really had to motivate myself to reassemble it again. I did it mostly for you, to show it to you and warn you. Yes, this is not a good set. Okay, first things first. Instructions are okay. No problems with the instructions. Everything that's wrong with the set has nothing to do with the instructions. The instructions are pretty clear. The piece quality is good, like always, from Mould King, or mostly from Mould King. Here we have a really good set. The clutch power is very good. All the big dishes have no scratches. The tiles have no scratches. The transparent clear are really transparent clear. So piece quality wise, this is a great set. And it's a heavy set. I don't know the weight, but it's hard to hold with one hand here because you need one hand there. And it's hard. You really need muscle, and then it's you always are in panic, it falls to one side. So at the end of the video, you see now some pictures of the assembly process. I did not make assembly videos because I know this wasn't a good, easy assemble from another YouTuber. So I decided I make only photos, because the reason is I can build then when I want and not when I have time for camera and light. So sometimes I love to build sets without camera and light, just for me sitting in the evening here. This was one of the sets. So only pictures from the assemble process. But after I said goodbye, I will open, I show it to you, this set is openable. This goes round and round. I can open everything here. And I show you pictures of the interior. You've seen some pictures of the interior with the assembly video, and I show a video or pictures of the upper part. We can open here too, but here we have 9-10 studs to play in height. That doesn't go, even for smaller hands. This here you can't open. This here you can open, but you can't really go in. This here is closed, and the upper half is openable and playable. Not really. Okay, to be honest, sometimes I'm angry with Mould King, because when they are stealing mogs, that's one thing I don't like. But I can pay the mocker if I buy the instructions. So for me, that's okay. It's not okay for the mocker, but for me that's okay if Mould King steals a mock. I don't like it. I would prefer they work together with the mocker, but when they steal it, I still can give the mocker credit for his original instructions and give him the credit. And when they're doing this, normally they mess a little bit up. One function's not working, or it doesn't look so good as the original mock, but mostly the sets are okay. Or fixable, easy fixable. So like in the tow truck, one small, you leave one gear away and every function is working. So no problem with that. But here, I don't know what they did. You've seen the set info in the beginning, and I used with purpose their production photos of the assembled, not the rendered, of the assembled star, and you see all the gaps there. And we have a lot of gaps. The only gaps that are okay are these here. But over here and down here, we have a lot of gaps and you can't close them. That's because I don't know what Mould King did. They had a stable, good-looking mock from Big Judge. I looked at the pictures. You have two links, one to the set and the other to Big Judge. Watch his photos, and this looks amazing, and it seems to be a stable version. But then Mould King decided to let the cleaning woman the design of this. I don't know who did this, and perhaps it's not your fault, the designer from Mould King of this. Perhaps it's not your fault because you don't know what you are doing, and you are not a Star Wars fan. Perhaps you're a good designer, but you don't know what you had to do. And Mould King forced you to make something. And I don't understand. After they built it, they had to build it because they have pictures of a assembled photo, so they made a trial assemble. And they decided to produce it after this trial assemble. That's so poor, man. That's so poor. Because when you build this, you are going crazy. This has so many faults, this set. I don't know. You start with the stand here, and half of a technic construction, it goes to here, but you start with half of the technic construction. Then you're making the first base. And this is wobbling around because it has no studs on that. It lays on a technic frame without connection to anything. So I used modified bricks with X-hole and put X through the middle of the stand and through the bricks that I have control in one direction. But it wasn't enough, it felt to the other direction. So I brought on some technic beams, the angled one, and technic frames underneath this first blade to make it a little bit stable. But then you are bringing 1,500 pieces onto this unstable half or blade, and it goes down. When you assemble the rest, it should be horizontal again, but it's still in this position. So the weight, the stand doesn't care. The stand can take the weight, but the platforms can't take the weight. So the first, you set the first base. Then you're bringing some decoration. Never see again, because you don't see between the first and the second base because of these blades. You can't see it. Why making your decoration there if you can't see it? Why do you, between the first and the second base, a solid construction that everything fits perfectly and has a solid underground? No, you didn't do that. You bring on, everything collapse, and on the other side, and then the parts we have assembled and designed and put in this here, they have no connection to the middle technic stand. Why? Everything is wobbling around there and nothing sits tight and where it should be. And then you bring on the third layer here. That should be a Star Destroyer. Not a Super Star Destroyer, a normal Star Destroyer. You see how it shakes. After the third base, it's getting better. And then you have the fourth base. And then here it's okay. But everything here is crap. Totally crap. And the designer tried to bring on a nice interior like in the original Morgue. But then he messed up everything. Some walls are 3 studs thick. Another one wall, the next wall is 1 stud thick. Nothing is connected really together. The underground is unstable. The parts together are not connected to the technic stand. They are not connected together. So everything is wobbling around. And like I said, it's 10 studs high here. You can't even bring your hands in and play for it. So this whole set makes no sense. It's not playable because when I open everything up here, it has a diameter from nearly 1 meter. What small children arms and hands should overcome this meter to play in here? And even if they do, they are afraid that everything collapses every second. So this is not a set to be played with. And when it's not a set to be played with, why is it openable? When I can't play it for children, perhaps, you know what I mean. It's not a good display set because it looks crappy with all the big gaps. And it's no play set for children because it can't be played because it's unstable and way too big. So this set makes no sense at all. Really, no sense at all. And The only two things I can say what is good about this is here we have a nice UCS sticker blade. It's a sticker. And that the middle section here, the equator, that is brilliant. But they stole from the original there. But this is brilliant. The rest is crappy. Really. Some area of this panel here has a different height in the end. And they should close up with this 10 by 10 dish that was missing, and I had to pay 11 euros to get these 10 by 10 dish in good condition. But normally this dish should connect with all the panels. Here some are underneath, some are over the top. Nothing looks really good. Nothing on the set. Perhaps you can fix it, put it in a corner, and everything you see is right angled. And the trash is to the wall. You can't see it. That's possible. But if you turn it around, you see. When I close here a gap, on the other side one opens, and so on and so on. Some of the panels can't go to their real position because they are colliding with the interior. Why? Nobody with love for Star Wars or brick sets has overlooked this after they designed it and they built it. No one. I can't believe this set. And it's a really expensive set for a Mould King. We are talking about over 400 bucks. That's expensive. You get a lot of pieces and a lot of big pieces. We have blades. From the weight, it's absolutely okay. And from the mass of blades. And we still have a lot of 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 10, 1 by 12. 2 by 12 bricks in it. It's a lot of bricks, a lot of blades. So perhaps the pieces are worth the money, but not the set. Not the set. So yes, we can move this here, but I don't want to show you functions really because this set is crap. We have there's one play feature in it where where Chewie, Han and Luke, I believe, I don't know, no, only Han and Chewie want to escape out of the crash compensator, and it's in it. Everything is in it, but not at the place it should be. Really not at the place it should be. Some rooms have no doors. You can't go into the room because it has no doors. And everything is so without love. It's horrible. It's really horrible. So this set, in my opinion, is only for two persons in the world. First person wants to make or want to build the big judge mock and thinks, okay, I'm using a lot of these pieces, so I'm saving money and don't have to buy everything on Bricklink from Lego. That's fine. I believe you have 90% of the mock here that big judge did, so that's a possibility, you getting cheaper to your parts. Or the other person thinks, I'm ready for a mock of my own and I need a lot of light bluish grey panels and blades and everything is what you see outside, and I need a lot of bricks and blades. I believe with additional 200-300 pieces, mostly Technic to stable the levels, it's possible to bring out a good Death Star out of this. With a lot of time and 200-300 more pieces and some brain work, it's possible to make a stable, good version of this Death Star. You can't do it worse than this here. Even if you are 8 years old, I believe you can do it better than this here. Okay, so only two groups of persons. That one who wants to build a mock from Big Judge, or persons who want to do their own Death Star mock or another mock where they mostly need light bluish grey blades, wedge blades and normal blades and everything. That's the only two persons I believe in the universe who can use this set. The rest of you, don't buy this. Don't buy this. We have to show Mould King that stealing morgues is worse enough. But to really throw the mockers his work into his face and tremble with the feet on his work, that isn't okay. It's, I'm really angry, Mould King, because you bring out one of the most expensive sets you have ever. This year and the Sandcrawler are the two expensive sets you have. The Sandcrawler is okay. It's a good set. Not perfect, you messed up a lot of them, interior and functions and form, but it was a set you can finish and you have fun with. But this year, Mould King, are you crazy? This is shit. Sorry for the clear words, and I hope I get demonetized for this video, but this here is not good. Don't try to steal our money in the West, because this is really, you only want to steal my money or the money of the people, because there is no love in the set. Absolutely no love. If I did this yesterday, I was really angry yesterday, and I thought, no, don't shoot the video now. It will be a rant of 20 minutes, how I hate the set. I still have a little bit love, because you can do something out of it. You can do something out of it. But you need a lot of time and a lot of technique pieces, more technique beams. Then you can have your fun with this set. But in this form, no way. Mould King, do better. 2 years ago to Christmas, or Christmas 2020, you brought the Sandcrawler, a good set. The Monarch, a great set. The Eclipse, a great set. And then you thought, okay, to Christmas we bring 3 new Star Wars MOCs. You brought the Millennium Falcon, that's okay. You brought the AT-80, that's okay too. But what you did here, no way. Okay, that was my really first angry video on this channel. I'm really angry that they want to steal our money with such really sloppy designed sets. Okay, now I bring out my camera and show you the open morgue, or what I can open, I show you, and yes. Okay, if you have any questions, write it in the comments. If you want to rant about this set, do it. Mould King has to, I know, Mould King looks my English videos. So, hello, you're looking this, I know. And please listen to what I say and change it. Don't fuck up the MOCs. With the Technic MOCs, it is worse enough, but I can fix it. But here, I have to fix 2/3 of the set. Okay? Please, Mould King, do better. Okay, I'm Frank, your Brick Freak, and I hope you have a nicer, better set as next. Yes, we have the Millennium Falcon is next, and he's much better, really much better. I catch you in the next one. Bye bye.